Then the next important question is difference between cost reduction and cost control. What is called the cost reduction and what is called the cost control? Cost reduction represent what? Cost reduction represent real and permanent reduction. Real and permanent reduction. That too, reduction in per unit cost, real and permanent reduction in per unit of the product without affecting the quality of the product, without affecting, without tampering, without disturbing the quality of the product is called cost reduction. Whereas cost control represent reduction in overall total cost of the product. Here, quality of the product may going to get compromised. This is what the difference between cost reduction and cost control. Difference between cost reduction and cost control. Whenever difference between question has come, better to write tabular format. Cost reduction and cost control. Cost reduction, first one. Real and permanent reduction, that's a temporary reduction. Reduction in cost per unit of the product, reduction in total cost. Without affecting the quality of the product under cost reduction, here cost control, quality of the product may going to get compromised. To implement the cost reduction, we need technically qualified person. There, good administrator is sufficient. Knowledge of the business is important. Administrator with the leadership quality is important. Corrective function. Cost reduction is a corrective function. Cost control is a preventive function. With respect to cost reduction, there is no visible end, nothing but continuous process. Whereas cost control, once a target has been achieved, over. Therefore, visible end is there in cost control. Techniques with respect to cost reductions are value engineering, value analysis, Kaizen costing. These are all the technique with respect to reducing the cost. Whereas cost control, standard costing, budgetary control are technique with respect to controlling the cost. So this is what the difference between cost reduction and the cost control. Cost reduction is cost control is a very, very frequently asked question. November 2007, 2011, May 2014, November 2016, and all many examinations, 4 to 5 mark questions, a very frequently asked question. So kindly make a note, cost reduction versus cost control, the most important thing. I told 20 mark is a direct theory question and 5 mark concept based theory questions will be that. Now shall we see some concept based theory question based on cost reduction and cost control. Hope you understood what is called the cost reduction and the cost control. Now based on the past exam questions also we are going to see how to identify the cost reduction and cost control, or in what manner they are asking 5 mark questions. Shall we try? Now identify the following items comes under cost reduction or cost control. Okay. First one, savings either in total cost or per unit cost. Either in total cost means that will comes under what? Whenever total cost comes into consider, then it is called cost control. Second one, quality of the product remain unaffected, then cost reduction. Real and permanent saving, yes, cost reduction. Standard costing, budgetary controls are tool, that will come under the cost control. Corrective function, cost reduction. Savings in cost per unit, cost reduction. Temporary savings in cost, cost control. Dynamic approach, cost reduction. Cost reduction is a dynamic approach, whereas cost control, there is no dynamism. That is also one point you can add. Price negotiation with the raw material supplier, cost reduction, cost reduction. In that question, many students wrote the wrong answer. It's a reduction only. Reduction in conveyance expense of the employee. Even in this question also, many of them wrote, since reduction word is there, they wrote reduction. It comes under the cost control. Reduction in conveyance expense will comes under the cost control. Introducing JAT system, cost reduction. What is JAT? That we are going to discuss at the time of material costing topic. Reduction in refreshment expenses, control, cost control. Value engineering, cost reduction. Market research, cost reduction.